Hi, and welcome to Rough Gear Review. Today we're going to have a look at the Kriss Vector. We have the carbine version, 16-inch barrel. This thing is awesome. Definitely one of our favorite weapons. Let's have a close look at it.
And here we have our Kriss Vector, one of my favorite guns in our arsenal. We've done a lot to this, put a lot of stuff on it, pretty much every accessory that we wanted. But we love this gun. We have fired a lot of rounds through this and never had a single issue, not a single problem. This is a phenomenal weapon. One of the big selling points on this is Kriss's patented system. It almost eliminates your felt recoil and muzzle climb. This is originally designed as a fully auto weapon, and I'm sure when it's full auto, that makes a huge difference. In the semi-auto version, it's nice that you're not feeling the recoil. If you rapid fire it, you'll kind of get an idea of what it would be like in full auto, because you can keep that barrel right on target. Go over some of the quick features on here. Now, this of course is the California legal version. We're in California. This is going to come with a non-folding stock. If you weren't in California, this would be really awesome because the stock would just fold right over. But here in California, we don't get that. This has a 16-inch barrel. This is the carbine version. From the Kriss website, we did pick up a few things. We picked up this sling. Right here. So a little quick release. There you go. Nice little feature. We also picked this foregrip up from the Kriss website. And the nice thing is these are designed so the Surefire Executive Series lights mount inside of them. You can either buy the whole package from Kriss, about $320 or so. You can piece it together yourself. It's going to save you about $20, $30 if you do it yourself. You're still going to have to pick this piece up from Kriss. Either way, it works really well. Nice thing about the foregrip that we got from Kriss, little piece comes out here and you can put the pressure pad in there. The Executive Series light, the only downfall is you press it once, it's bright, you press it again, it's dim. Otherwise, we like the way that it's set up. The Kriss is going to come with flip-up sights. We installed the Trijicon reflex sight on it. This co-witnesses perfectly. This is an awesome sight from Trijicon. You just can't beat anything from those guys either. The weapon's going to use Glock 21 magazines. Here in California, we get 10 rounders. If you're not here, you're going to get a 13 round. And Kriss makes an extension on this to increase the capacity. I believe it's 25 rounds, which is pretty awesome. You're going to see here on the grip, the mag pull. Let's see if we can get that out. Little inserts from Magpul for their grips fit right into the Kriss one. And here in California, Kriss is going to supply you with the bullet button tool. Now this is kind of a cool deal. So here's your bullet button on the Kriss. Put that in, magazine comes out. Now, if you leave California, or we ever repeal that law, you can actually pry this cover off. You're going to have a mag release under there. Now, it's not exactly like the original mag release. It's kind of small, but it has two holes pre-drilled in it. What we did is we were out of state once. We pried that cover off, and we had picked up an extended magazine release for a Glock. And it actually screwed right into those two holes. and gave us a nice large magazine release for this. So it's pretty cool. This barrel shroud will come off. A little Allen wrench right there. Take that off, this slides off, but it's just a barrel under there. Got an ambidextrous safety. If this was the folding stock version, you would press a button there and the stock would fold. Now, I'm going to take it apart real quick and show you what makes the Kriss so different. Now it's held together, the whole weapon is held together by 4 pins, very similar to the pins you're going to find in an HK. To remove the upper and lower, you remove 3 pins. And that will separate the upper and the lower. Now in our case, we have the light on there, so just remove the pressure pad from the Velcro. And there you go. The upper is all polymer. This gun's actually dirty because we fired it recently. But this houses the trigger and that mechanism. On the lower, you're going to see what makes the Kriss so much different. Now, I'm sure you can see here, this system is totally different than anything else you're seeing out there. Probably the reason they got a patent for it. This can all be removed by 1 pin here. Remove our magazine. Now the bolt carrier group and everything is going to come right out. Slides out from the bottom. And that's it. So there's your bolt and your recoil spring. And this is the reason that you're not feeling that recoil. So when the weapon fires and this bolt moves back, the force in the recoil goes down instead of back towards you. Pretty ingenious idea. See that? So this is what's happening. It's going to fire, and instead of rocking back, it's going to come down, press that down, come back up and rechamber around. That's why you're not feeling the recoil like you do on a regular rifle. Your charging handle right here has a bolt lock and your bolt release. It'll stay open on the last round. Kind of works similar how an AR does on that. The gun will come with a bottom rail. If you want side rails, you're going to need to order them. But watch on this side because your charging handle is here. So if you put a rail here, you might get some interference. Now let's put this back together real quick. You can see there's 2 slots. There we go. First pin in to hold the group together. We'll put our upper and lower. Reinsert 3 pins to hold that together. Reinstall our pressure pad. And we are good to go. And when you first get one of these, you might find charging handle's a little tough to pull back, but after a few rounds it'll be fine. You see that? Ooh. Bolt's going to lock back. This is your chamber there. Press the release. Moves it forward into firing position. Out of all the rounds we fired, all we're seeing, a few little chips here. Nothing major. This gun is not a safe queen. We take this out, we shoot it a lot. We love this gun. So the MSRP on this, around $1,900. The setup we have here ran us about $3,000 to do this. Trijicon reflex sights are expensive, about $300 for the light setup. I think it was about $40 for the sling and another 30 or so for the foregrip. But we love this gun. It's well worth the money. If you have a chance to pick one up, they're a little tough to get, but I think you'll love them. And like I said, you're going to really feel the difference when you shoot this. It's 45 ACP. It's a big round. They're accurate, right on the money. We can do 1-inch groups with this gun at 50 yards easily.